This is
Baldi's Basics.
a cross-country test, the first of its kind.
Baldi
Was thrown back into a classroom with new kids.
What's kept secret?
He asked me to go on.
collect all 7 notebooks.
Who's looking after your child? This is your marketplace. Negative experience in the classroom is long-lasting.
Detention for you. You should know better.
So what does happen when there's a bad apple in the classroom?
I felt endangered. I felt like it was just me and the
Baldi
Carly's fear is fueled by a bully. She says it's not a fellow student, it's her.
Baldi
Here's what she remembers.
She would yell and scream at us. She would also cuss sometimes. Sometimes she hit kids, and it just wasn't okay.
That leads to an investigation, and
Baldi
Carly is found guilty of unprofessional and inappropriate conduct. But the details are vague.
Can you read me the letter you got?
No!
Hi. Is there any way to obtain any information on
Baldi's Basics. No.
In the private? Just ask this Toronto mom and her 12-year-old son.
You could, but why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
What did Oliver tell you happened?
He told me that he was going back to his class after recess. He's
Baldi
coming down the hall, and when they met at the door, the teacher was
The school does remove the
Baldi
teacher from class. Mimi's anxious too, so she begins some detective work of her own, starting with Ontario's teacher database. What she reads shocks her, and touched or squeezed a third in the private? The teacher insists he in no way. Back in junior high, they attended class with the same popular teacher.
What was Mr.
sweep!
like?
As a teacher, I guess you could say he was considered a cool teacher.
Sweep!
Bird taught music when Carmen was in grade 7.
He noticed I was like a bit of like an outcast, and so he would say, you know,
Looks like it's sweeping time!
it really did start off just
Brought up the fact that if you added him on MSN, which was the messenger back in the day, that he would send you.
Sweeping time!
And being a teenager, in my head, I thought that was cool.
But the more they talked,
Sweep!
He would always ask me, do you have any secret ambitions in life? And I thought that was a strange thing to ask. And he would tell me that his secret ambition was to
Sweep!
And then he asked me if he could
Sweep!
hit me in the face.
the messages often centered around
Sweeping!
from bizarre
I'll give you a perfect mark if you let me.
Sweep!
to sexual.
and he said, maybe I could
Sweep!
on you. Maybe I could
Sweep!
3
Sweep!
days later.
Carmen tells her mom. She takes a copy of those messages straight to the principal.
Apparently the principal was gone.
Brad is gone from the school, but it's up to them
Ollie.
to decide if he'll lose his teaching certificate for good.